He says 5 words here. Be not afraid, only believe. And again, I emphasize a lot about believing and about faith and, casting out this unbelief and getting into faith and, releasing who you already are in your spiritual realm. But I think a lot of the time that we neglect when it comes to healing and when it comes to anything in our, in our physical lives, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your physical health, when it comes to your mental health, when it comes to all these things, he says something first before he says only believe. He says, be not afraid. Only believe. Your emotions will cancel out your own faith. I don't think, again, people don't emphasize this, but your emotions, I believe one of the greatest things when it comes to a certain instance in your life, let me quote this too out of Psalms chapter 35 verses 7. Scripture says out of Jeremiah chapter 1 verses 9 that, have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous, for the Lord be not afraid, nor be dismayed, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And that word dismayed is a really interesting word that I really like. And the word dismayed, I'll put the definition up there, but I believe the definition meaning of dismayed is to not be under fear of sudden calamity. Meaning, if someone, I'll give you an example of what this would be called. If the police come up to your door and, they knock on the door and you open the door and they tell you and say, hey, we have some bad news. And I'm sure there's probably there's lots of people, I don't know if anybody watching this has gone through this, but there's lots of people in the world that have gone through this. The police knock on the door and say, hey, is your son or your daughter so-and-so? And instantly you having fear come inside you and say, hey, we have bad news for you. At 12:06 something, they got into a car crash and they sadly passed away. And now what's the first thing that you're doing? You are thinking about all the times that you spent with them. Now you're thinking of them being gone in your life. What's it going to be like without them? You're going to have to plan their funeral.